Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Murray from midfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Green. That's one.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off. And
that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack. Throwing on second and long. Lance, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the counter, here's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action, now it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Lance now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Murray now. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a play fake. Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Lance going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 8 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the tight end goes in motion left. Running again with Barkley on second down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe clear for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons!
Well, this is exactly what I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lance. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Murray. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down.
Okay, ready? And cycle.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. He's got room past the 30, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Throwing now is Lance. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Lance looking to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lance again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lance now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lance looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Stepped in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Grenard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lance now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him?
And he fires one that's intercepted. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On second down, it's Jones.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.